A good number of the Druid cards in this set were based around this recruit minions that cost 4 or less mechanic. They got Oaken Summons, they got Grizzled Guardian, those are their recruiters. And then they also got a couple 4-drops with Ironwood Golem and Astral Tiger as the recruitees. And then I just kind of built the deck from there. So the Astral Tiger and the Grizzled Guardian both have Death Rattle, so I wanted to play N'Zoth. And I actually don't have a large number of Death Rattles in the deck, but Astral Tiger on its own can give you 6 things to resurrect with the N'Zoth. And another N'Zoth target is Hadronox. Hadronox resurrects taunt minions. Grizzled Guardian happens to also be a taunt minion, so it works with both N'Zoth and Hadronox. And then to work with the Grizzled Guardian and the Hadronox, we've got 2 Ironwood Golems and 2 Tar Creepers. So we've got a handful of strong taunts, a handful of strong Death Rattles, we've got some recruit synergy, and then we're playing Hadronox and N'Zoth as the in-game threats. I also thought it would be cool to play Master Oakheart in this deck. Hadronox is the real big high roll in the 3-attack slot, but Grizzled Guardian is also very good. Plus the things that we're recruiting with Grizzled Guardian also have 3-attack, so our 2 copies of Ironwood Golem and the Astral Tiger. And because we're often casting like Oaken Summons and the Grizzled Guardian itself before playing Master Oakheart, we're actually more likely to pull these big things than we are to pull these small things. And then also to support the Master Oakheart, we're already playing Tar Creeper. Tar Creeper is our 1-attack minion. And then for 2-attack minions, Giant Wasp is a pretty okay card. And I thought Arthas would be good memes, since he also has synergy with N'Zoth. Other than that, just fill out the deck list with some good Druid cards. Because I have so many like 3 and 4 cost minions, I didn't think I needed as much ramp as a typical Druid list. So we're playing 2 Wild Growth, 2 Nourish, and nothing in between. No Blossoms, no Mire Keepers, none of that stuff. I've also got 2 Jasper Spellstones, another one of the new cards that Druid got. Between our Hero Power and the Oaken Summons, and Malfurion and Ultimate Infestation, and the general desire to support the Ironwood Golem, I felt like it would be pretty easy to upgrade this. And even in its base form, 1 mana deal 2 is pretty strong. If you get it up to 1 mana deal 6, it's like insanely strong. I think this card is very strong, and I'm not sure why it flew under so many people's radars. And another card I think is very strong is Branching Paths. I didn't do a set review for Kobolds and Catacombs, but if I had done a set review, I would have easily rated Branching Paths 5 stars. I've seen a lot of people say that this card is pretty decent, but they didn't know if it would be one of the 30 best cards you could put into a Druid deck just because Druid is so broken. I've seen some people say that this card is unplayable because you compare it to like Arcane Intellect and Savage Roar and maybe like Greater Healing Potion, and it's kind of inefficient compared to those. But I'm pretty sure this card is just broken and an automatic 2-of in every Druid deck. Like, yeah, you overpay if you're just playing Arcane Intellect, but you're getting even more card draw in Druid, which is ridiculous. And I kind of look at it as like Raven Idol, where you paid 1 too much mana for the card, but you got some flexibility. And you do the same thing with this card, except you know what you're getting every time. There's no chance that you ever get screwed, just hitting like 3 really low value things that aren't going to help you out. You always know if this card is going to help you. Man, this card's broken. Anyway, I don't really intend for this to turn into a Branching Paths card review, rather than just talking about the list in general. But I think this card is nuts. I don't see why no one else thought this card was nuts. But anyway, we're playing Recruit Druid. We've got Hadronox, we've got N'Zoth, we've got minions that cost 4 or less. Let's go beat up some scrubs.
I must protect the wild.
Well, this sand is just good, right? Easy turn 2 Wild Growth. It's going to be an easy turn 3 Tiger, and then Nourish to follow up. Well, you don't like to actually draw the Arthas. You're supposed to pull him with Oakheart. Or Oaken Summons, maybe. Easy ramp turn. Could actually draw with the Wrath here, but I don't think I need to. And I'm gonna hit him in the face with the Tiger. I guess I leave myself open to a Ravenous Pterodax turn. But whatever, make him have it. Don't give him the 5/5 for free. I just got cubed. Cube OP. Well, let's just play a couple 4-mana cards and hit him in the face, I guess. How good even is Defile here? He gets to trade that board down. Is trading that board down good for him? Oh. Okay. I need this guy's deck list. Well, let's just high roll him. Easy. Okay, that actually sucked. Well, maybe it didn't suck. The Hadronox pulls back, what, 3 things? 2 Tar Creepers and the Ironwood Golem. Okay. And he's gonna smack me for 10 here. Oh, that's another taunt for my boy. Alright, so I'm just gonna play these things. Hero power down that. Smack into there. Seems good. So it's pretty difficult for him to kill me here. And I can pop my own Hadronox next turn. But he's playing Defile in this deck, even though it seems, I don't know if I'd say aggressive, but very board-oriented. So maybe he's playing like Twisting Nether too? He might be playing Defile just like to proc his own eggs. And Twisting Nether also makes sense with that line of thinking. Okay, so he did pop the Hadronox before the Ironwood Golem died. But I still got a lot of value out of it. Okay, so I need to draw something here. I did not draw something here. I don't think I want to Wrath my Tar Creeper even to draw a card, so I'm just going to pass. And then if I Hero Power next turn, this gets upgraded to deal 6 damage, so that's nice. Man, he's just eating this damage. He's gonna be upset when I Wrath this guy and then double swipe him next turn. Okay, fair. And Grizzled Guardian is nice, it still pulls 2 targets. I could like Hero Power this thing and then Spellstone this guy. I have to just play the Guardian though, right? Still get to upgrade my Spellstone. Sure.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Ultimate Infestation. Well, that's a pretty good card, so I think I'm gonna play it. Do I only have 1 Ultimate Infestation in my deck? Oh, I milled 1 with the Army of the Dead. That makes sense. I believe this, yeah, it upgrades my Spellstone because it does the damage first, or draws the cards first, and then it gains the armor. So nice, nice synergy. Picked up another Grizzled Guardian. It only pulls the Astral Tiger, but it's still kind of okay. And it's fuel for the N'Zoth. What about the Master Oak Heart? The Master Oakheart's pretty bad. He's also playing N'Zoth. It's a lot of eggs you've got there, friend. What does my N'Zoth get? Oh, it gets a Hadronox, it gets a Grizzled Guardian, it gets Arthas, and probably at least a couple Astral Tigers. I probably get pretty close to full value out of N'Zoth. If I just play it and he plays Twisting Nether though, I feel like that ends up being pretty bad for me. Well, my Hadronox will summon a bunch of stuff. Could also just play a Spreading Plague here. Maybe you would feel the need to AoE that. I'm just gonna play my N'Zoth. I don't know if I need the board space, so I'll trade off the ghoul. I did need the board space, okay. I wasn't sure that I had this many tigers die this game, but apparently I did. Oh, I didn't even really think about this, but when you res all the tigers off the N'Zoth, it like refuels the Grizzled Guardian in my hand that was previously only pulling one tiger. That's pretty good actually. Oh, and it refuels the one on board. Although the one on board, well, I guess they're all dying at the same time because it's probably a Twisting Nether. So he killed the Hadronox when I didn't have much room on the board. That's kind of a bummer. Good play out of him though. He draws a card, I get a new tiger. Cube. Okay. So I've got, what, 5, 10, 20. Oh, I just kill him with branching paths. Okay. Sick. N'Zoth OP. I can't believe he didn't have Twisting Nether. Although maybe he was just trying not to play Twisting Nether there. Because then it would have given my Hadronox a ton of value. He probably would have lived though.
Let the hunt begin. I must protect the wild.
Well, Arthas comes down on curve right after Wild Growth. But something tells me he's not a keep. This hand is solid. Coin Wild Growth into Nourish. Could even go coin Wild Growth into Wasp. I'd probably only do that if I picked up one of my 4 drops. So if I play the Wasp here, my next turn is dead. So I'm just going to go for the Wild Growth into the Nourish, and then hope that I can survive for an Ultimate Infestation to win me the game. He missed his 3-drop, I'm feeling good. I think Swipe has to be better than Nourish here. And then next turn I can Nourish for mana and play the Wasp. And then I believe I have Ultimate Infestation the turn after that. Two mana crystals. Play this guy. No, I have to play Malfurion and then I play Ultimate Infestation, right? I think that's okay though. So the question is, do I use my hero power to kill the mole, or do I just armor up? If I smack into the mole, I go to 15. 15's probably fine with 2 taunts in the way, right? And I deny him Beast Synergy for like Houndmaster and Kill Command. Yeah, I think being at 15's fine here. Scarabs with taunt. And then whatever he does here, I just cast Ultimate Infestation on it. Go up to 20, or maybe like 18 if he hero powers. It upgrades my spellstone, I draw a bunch of cards, get a 5/5 on the board. Heals Druid, man.
Pinch of death cup. Heal of shoe. Go away.
Okay, that thing's kinda big, but I can still ultimate infestate the 4/4. And I'm just gonna end the turn. I don't think there's a draw that makes me attack my 1/5s into his 4/12. Ooh, another spellstone. That's actually pretty good. So next turn I could theoretically go like
Heal of shoe.
Oaken Summons, swipe, double spellstone. Lets me do a ton of damage to his board. So I like swipe the 4/4, and then a spellstone kills the King Mosh, and then spellstone plus Ghoul kills the Sleepy Dragon. Could also just go for Oakheart here. It does hit something at every point, but I think just clearing his board is better. So we swipe here. Oaken Summons, mostly just to upgrade this. 6 damage, 6 damage, 5 damage. And like it's impossible to lose from here, I think. Oh dude, he got the candle shot. He's got me on the ropes. So how good is my N'Zoth here? Haven't played either Grizzled Guardian or Hadronox. I think N'Zoth actually summons almost nothing. Well, I'm just gonna go for Oakheart here. I mean, I could just Ultimate Infestation this. I don't actually know if I could lose this game if I tried. But Oakheart seems good. He hits something at every point. Some damage on that so it dies when it trades into my golem, I guess? I don't really know. Okay, Call the Wild was his best draw that turn, probably. Okay, he actually does get 9 damage to my face. Looks like we've still got a game here, actually. But I go Oakheart into Misha. Arthas cleans up a 9/2. And I afford to Hero Power into Scalebane. Sets me down to 9, and then I just play the Grizzled Guardian, which is fine. The Grizzled Guardian does not summon any taunts from the deck, which is a little scary. Could take 2 1/5s out of Spreading Plague, but that doesn't seem great. Could use the Ultimate Infestation, but unfortunately he landed his Cobalt Scalebane buff on his smallest minion, so now everything is roughly an equal threat. If the Leok was still a 2/4, I think I'd be pretty happy to Ultimate Infestation to clear the 6/2.
Death is eternal.
I think I'm just gonna go for Hero Power Grizzled Guardian. I think that's fine. Sometimes I get something sick here.
This will be grisly.
Oh, I'm actually dead to kill command. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. This is a candle shot. So yeah, this is fine. Alright, let's just kill this guy. Wait, how much do I need to heal here? Hero Power puts me up to 9. If I have double taunt, then that should just be fine. I could have just like kept the Tar Creeper in my hand and gone for Death Coil. I think this is fine though. I'm just gonna cast Ultimate Infestation here. Gives me some armor, which makes me feel safer, and it gives me enough armor that this guy can attack, so I can just clear his board. I overdraw either Wrath or Hadronox, but I think that's fine. And I can gain, what, 27 armor next turn with double branching paths plus hero power.
I'm almost out of cards.
I don't actually know if this is the best way to win the game, but I feel like gaining 27 armor is the best way to assert my dominance. And now that my dominance has been asserted, I'll kill his Dire Mole and pass the turn with my 37 health.
Well fought. I concede.
Probably could have played that a little bit smoother, just to leave myself a little bit less open to risks. But it seems like it worked out. I really enjoyed going up to 37 health or whatever at the end after I was at 6.